Welcome to another day of Gotcha Life. Oh crap. We will be going very slow today. Well, for a while, until I'm able to think. Okay. Sorry for the neighbors in the back. And that little bit she just said, I'll explain that soon. Have you guys not been able to hear me the whole time? I'm hoping when I go the record that you guys can hear me. Okay, let me explain something. These two are engaged. I never clarified this, so I'm going to tell you guys this now. Please ignore that. Now I'm going to explain how the fire got caused. By the way, I'm not keeping this clip in. I'm going to redo this. But I will be saying this thing out just to explain after I send the thing out. The fire was caused by the boss. And I'm going to be honest with you, Violet's still in the bathroom. And he came from this way, so the bathroom's like this way. So yeah. Now the reason why some of their hair is shorter, because I imagine they cut some of their hair so the zombies couldn't grab them. That's why I made their hair shorter. Except for these two. Oh, one second. I just thought about this, but where did she pull out those katanas? Look, Zombie Bride. Yeah, again, she was in the fire, but let me explain how she got out. The boy right here, his name's Chris. This is the boss. And this is Violet. Now, the boss has no name yet, but I will eventually be giving him a name. And like I was saying, Chris had saved Violet during the fire, realizing that she was still in there, so he hurried up in there, but by the time he went to the bathroom, the fire has already reached, because he just realized it, so he ran back. And so he saved her by going back, but half of her face got burned. Now I should also explain something about the zombies. Zombies can be extremely smart in this. And just because he got bit doesn't mean he's not a main character. He is. I will clarify that now. He is a main character. Now I'm trying to make him psychopathic, but also people that hate him. Here's a group of survivors. Now this little girl, I want it to be up to you if you want to think that maybe these two are her parents, or maybe they found her and rescued her. So I want that to be up to you guys. Or maybe she's not the mom, but she's maybe his other daughter who dyed her hair, who knows? Or maybe it's up to you. One second. I was actually planning on making her have a bandage to signify that she was actually bit. But I then changed my mind because I thought, that would be too much work. But these guys may show up again. Now I want to clarify something. She seems like more of the gothic, but yet one of those pop girls maybe. He doesn't look like he would be that popular. And she looks like she would be one of those cool girls in school. And she might be an athlete in the school. So it's kind of like three people in different groups working together. Now he's a teacher. But this is where I showed that when the zombies are smart. Now, clarify this. He could have went after her. But he had a vendetta against this teacher because this teacher had wronged him. Now, I don't know exactly what I want to do with him yet. But I know I'm going to make him maybe more important. And honestly, zombies would eat their prey. Not just take a chunk out of him and go. So this is why this was actually kind of like a revenge thing. Now clarify, he went upstairs. But that's because that's the fast way to get to her. But I will clarify something else. He did not kill her. She's not dead. He doesn't have a vendetta against her, so he won't attack her. but he definitely had harmed her. And here are these survivors again. Now, I also wanted to go to the paranormal factor, since this is still technically somewhere between the New World. So there will be animal-like creatures here. But you also have to remember, worlds are also merging. So during the time the world merging, there's obviously going to be some downfalls. But I do know I want this to be somewhere around the New World. That means either these guys are from another world merging, which may not be clear because this is a zombie, but they shouldn't have magic people here. Even though we saw that little girl with green hair, and that, yeah, even though we saw that little girl with green hair earlier, she has green hair for a different reason. Not die, but she's also may not supposed to be here. But I think that should be up to you to speculate. Everlyn, that's what she's called. I keep forgetting. I was going to name her Everfree, but I said I kind of slipped the tongue and called her Everlyn, so I'll stick with that now. Also, clarify, she is blind, which I do clarify at the end of this, but she's grabbing flowers and putting them in her hair. Now, I will explain some of these guys' gifts, because it's not really clear. She can help her, obviously. But she also can make objects come up to her. So she has this ability to make things come up. He's super fast. I should also clarify that he is deaf. He cannot hear. She is blind. She cannot see. Now that's up to your interpretation if maybe he has no sense either. Now, if you looked in the background in the New World, the re-update, because I wanted to ask a bit more, but I realized I cannot use Undertale because that does not belong to me. So I realized I should update it. But you'll see. Now, this is not crowns. I'll explain it after. Now I feel like it's a good time to explain. She can't see first, but I imagine maybe she can see the future. Or she doesn't need to see the world around her. She can, sense what's around her. Which is how she made the flower crown. And I imagine him, I don't know, I haven't decided for him, but I imagine him also having a special gift. Now, if you remember this, in the background we saw this girl. She magically put herself in that photograph. If you notice, I also changed her poses as well. Something that she's still technically aware. Now all the people in this room, well, almost all of them, maybe him, have gifts. If he does, then I want to make sure it's a gift that maybe no one would think about. Well, these two I've already clarified what their gifts are. But not only that, she is from another world. And so is he. In their world, they do not exactly speak our language. But yes, his name is just Jackson. This is his name, Jackson. She says, you are Jackson, right? Now she does. Now, by the way, she may look young, but I don't imagine her being this age. I imagine him and her being like a holy thing, maybe, or something demonic. So don't think just because she looks young means she's young. Now they fixed up the campsite. Now, I'll tell you this, his character did not save, so I had to redo it, and I didn't think about looking back and see the photos, see if I saved him. But her and Mala got saved. So basically now I look like this, which sucks. And I forgot to also do the black eyes, so I had to edit. Also, may I add that he has a nose, and that was an accident. So pretend the nose isn't there, please. He looks too goofy. This is to tell you that they are self-aware in some way. They aren't stupid. They can show each other the way, or that I did not mean to say that, but yeah, but they're still not stupid, but they aren't really smart. Some of them are smarter than the others, though. Then we have this mess. It's me! That actually was the closest that I could get for my outfit I was wearing that day. I don't know, I just like wearing my outfits that I have. But these guys may show up. So he's kind of cute. Sushi. So here's all the info that I have for this that you'll see at the ending. Now, our brother's name is actually Ed, Arlene Winterstone. And Arlene is actually my middle name, which is why I gave her that. Basically, if you read that, you'll know. But she doesn't just have 4 siblings. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not counting her. If you count her, then I guess that'll be 8. This is Evelyn, Arlene Winterstone. It was supposed to mean like really good shot, but yeah. And I decided to make it work at a fountain company. But to me, honestly, I may actually change that. I imagine her being more of a businesswoman, so. Let me change that. They're working at a company. I imagine their dad like worked at this like huge company, and I imagine Evelyn looking so much like him that he gave her the role. Sylvia, fun's kind of name. Now these two may never actually show up, her fiance and her daughter, but maybe they will. You guys know what it is because I told you. Now I imagine there being errors because again, this is a file. So I could just put something else. Imagine there being a mix-up and like the files are on a computer. He's adorable. He's adorable. Now, she's the daughter of the boss, which is why I didn't want to mention this earlier. Her father is the owner of the laboratory and is the regent of the apocalypse. And if you can clarify, this is her last name. She has a sister ill in a hospital, and I didn't mention this early, but Ed is in a coma, which you could probably tell by reading it, but never mind, I really know. And they're in the same hospital. And maybe when I make this again, which might take a while, because I'm thinking, like, for the files, you do a different episode each day. But I'm thinking how many files I should make first. But she has a little sister, which is why she was sad earlier in the bathroom. Because her sister's really ill, and she doesn't know if she could pay for it. She's adorable. But she's also a main character. So, yeah.